Hello there. Today is Thursday and it's pretty late in the afternoon, maybe 3:30. And I've got to jump to my computer and contact people, let them know I did get their messages, but I've got to do this work first. Then I can get online and respond to those people. But first, I must attend to my Facebook people so I can do my Facebook Live. And you guys know how much I love doing Facebook Lives. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about, it's a little lesson, but I've probably discussed this before. I have a couple favorite books I discuss, but this book that I really, really love and talk about it all the time, but I don't think lately. Today I'm talking about The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Now, Don Miguel Ruiz is from Mexico. He's a Toltec, which is kind of like a seer or a shaman or a shaman. Shaman, the same, tomato, tomato. And he was a surgeon, and he kept ignoring the calling of being a Toltec. And finally, once he became this wonderful trauma surgeon, he just said, okay, never mind. The calling kept coming to him, and he had to go for it. So he's a shaman, a Toltec, and that's the story. Let me tell you. So The Four Agreement is his book, Four Agreements, and he's written other ones, but that was the one that made him famous because all of us need the book, and the book can help everyone. So I love to get on board and share my books with you. Last week, it was a book I'm listening to called Working with the Word. Guess what, you guys? Get that book. It's amazing. Right now, I'm seeing positive results. Okay, so the Four Agreements. I don't need this paper, but I wrote them down because sometimes when I'm telling you what they are, I forget them. They slip my mind, but they won't today. But if they do, it's on a piece of paper right there. So the first, this I'm gonna tell you just what they are and just a skim over what they are. Buy the book. It just costs $12.95, Barnes and Nobles or Amazon.com or wherever you buy your books. But it's around forever. It's been around forever. It's always a bestseller for years. So you can't miss it. Get it, pick it up. It'll change your life. And I use it with my clients because it changes their lives. And I am known for changing my clients' lives. My expertise is communication, relationships, and just overall life coaching. I'm an expert in all those things because I bring results to you. So don't forget, get this book. It's not my book. I don't get any money for saying this, but I just give. I give you information because it's going to help you. The Four Agreements. So here's what they are. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. What that means is be careful with the words that come out of your mouth. What you say about yourself or anyone else. Let it be positive because words are like magic. They happen. So, your words are magic. So, if you're going to put a spell on yourself or anybody else, put a good one on there. Because any bad spell you say comes right back to you. So, words are like magic. They happen. So, if you're saying anything about yourself or anyone else, it's like putting a spell on them. I just made that part up. But he says, be impeccable with your word because words are like magic. The book says that. They happen. Words do happen. So really, be impeccable with your word. Say the words that are beautiful words about yourself or about anyone else. Don't say anything that's not nice about yourself or people that you know. Don't gossip. Don't talk smack. Don't do it. If you're thinking about it, change your thoughts. Because whatever we think, we get. If you're thinking mean things about someone else, you're going to get that. If you're thinking negative thoughts about yourself, you'll get that too. So work really hard. It's an exercise that you can make work. Be impeccable with your word. Say wonderful things about yourself or the people around you. Now, I just give good information. The Four Agreements, buy the book, but here's the second agreement. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your words. Words are like magic. They happen. So be mindful of what you're saying. And this is an exercise. I mean, in every spiritual book it says that, but not like that. But it means that. Say good things about yourself and others because what you say, your words come to pass. What you think about, you get about. What you think about, you are. Okay. The second agreement is take nothing personally. And I added to this because it's never about you. So when people say things that don't seem nice or okay, here's a good example. If you meet a person and they're snappy to you or not nice to you, you might think, what did I do? Well, nothing, because it's not about you. how a person behaves is how they behave. It has nothing to do with you. Even if you did something that wasn't nice to that person, how they responded to you and your behavior is still not about you. It's about them. So if we can learn how to respond always, not always in kind, but in the most positive way we can from our heart space, then we're doing well. So you want to respond that like that. You want to take nothing personally because it's not about you. What's about you is how you behave, how you respond to others, and how you live your life. If you live the golden rule, if you did the right thing for yourself and then for others. So don't take anything personally because it's not about you. And the example I have is like I was giving you. If a person's nice to you, it's not about you. So you didn't do anything to make them nice. They're just nice people. That's about them. If they're not nice to you and talk smack and say mean things, not about you. They're just not nice people. We can always change to be nicer people, but just understand that everything that happens in this planet is not about you. People do what they do. They have their own lives. But your life is about you. You can control that. But not how someone treats you, how they talk, how they are. You can't control anybody else. So take nothing personally because it's not about you. The third agreement is make no assumptions. And then Don Miguel says in the book, and I agree, that people make assumptions because they're afraid to ask. Just say you're married or in a relationship and you're not sure about what's going on. And so what you do is go to the corner and you think about stuff that's going on, what he or she may have meant, what they're going to do, what they said, what it means about you or someone else. And usually people just create a negative scenario. What he or she said was negative. What they meant was not nice. What they meant was something against their partner. And that's not true. The simplest thing to do is ask. But people don't. You know why? Because they're afraid to ask. And you say, why are they afraid to ask? Because if they ask the question, did you mean this or did you mean that? They think what they thought they'll hear and they don't want to hear it. But 9 times out of 10, what they created in their head, which is negative, was not what the partner meant at all, ever. So they go, okay, I think you meant this. Did you mean that about me? And the partner will probably say, no, I didn't. I meant da-da-da-da. Nothing what you thought. So make no assumptions. Don't be afraid to ask. Get some courage and ask. Ask your partner what they meant, and they'll tell you. And then you can be working from facts. And the problem might not even be a problem. And if there was a problem, you guys can resolve it. So make no assumptions. Don't be afraid to ask. Always ask. And the last agreement is always do your best. So on this day, in this day, if you were not impeccable with your words, if you did take something personally, and if you did make an assumption, guess what? At the end of the day, you always have tomorrow. So go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and go the 4 things again. Be impeccable with your word. Take nothing personally. Make no assumptions, and always do your best. Those are my tips for today for the 4 agreements. Buy the book, $12.95 at any store, maybe on sale. And get the book. It'll help you. And I love to help my clients or people I don't even know. That book will help change your life if you read it because it goes far beyond what I just said, and it'll help you. I love to help people, and I did my help today. Every day, I try to give you something that you need. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.